So I'm just filling out all this initial calibration and audio setting stuff. This is my first time booting up the game. Just came out on the 21st. So yesterday. And when you first start it, you play the intro mission, which is kind of fun. We get introduced to this character, which I think he does the narration for the game, and is also, I think he's only in the intro mission though. But they do that a lot where it has like a flashback and then sometimes a flash forward or just putting them right back into reality. So, if you've seen the trailers for this game, this is in most of them. So you've probably seen this already, but a lot of intense hand-to-hand combat going on. And I assume that guy... Okay, let's see. Battlefield 1 is based upon events that unfolded over 100 years ago. More than 60 million soldiers fought in the war to end all wars. It ended nothing. Yet it changed the world forever. What follows is frontline combat. You are not expected to survive. And this mission ensures that you don't survive by killing you off so that it moves forward. We're surrounded. We have to hold this line. Okay, so you're kind of thrust into this battle right here where the Germans are pushing hard and you kind of have to hold them off as long as you can. I thought the sensitivity was a little bit weird at first, so I changed that in a little bit. And even after recording this, I changed it a little bit until I got it to somewhere I like. I think here I kind of set it a little bit too high, but it's better than what it was, I think. And I think I do end up leaving it at like 25 later when I change it. But the graphics are really awesome in this game. It's crazy to think how awesome they are now, and just not too long ago we had like the original Call of Duty and Medal of Honor games, and this is just so much above those in terms of graphics. And those were cutting edge at the time. But let me know if you guys like the whispering with the with this sort of game too, and I could do more of this. I tend to do more kind of like indie that were like prototypes, essentially during the war, and no one really got to use them. I shot that flamethrower guy. The flamethrower ones are pretty nearly invincible, it seems like, unless you hit their tank. So that was Delbert Frazier. We came from all over the world, so many of us thinking this war would be our rite of passage, our great adventure. Let me tell you, it was no adventure. So on this intro mission, when you die, it switches you to another character. Well, I say character, but just another person to play as. And I actually like that concept a lot. I kind of wish more of the game kind of worked that way, where you kind of assume the role of someone else, somewhere else on the battlefield when you die, instead of just starting over from a checkpoint or something. And that Zeppelin lights you up there. They're getting through. Rally at the church. We have to hold them. And I get this trench shotgun here. Struggle awkwardly with mouse sensitivity a little bit more. I think I hold on awkwardly long at this part, and the game just has to try and put me down. See, that guy took like 3 shotgun bursts at close range. They make them like super armored. I found out what the grenade button was there. So I got that guy's tank. Still got this guy though. I think I'm the only trooper of my side left here. Oh wait, there's one guy over there. Got him in slow-mo. Oh, there's a grenade there. Had to leave there. Germans everywhere. With my 16 health, I'm trying to hold on. Got a melee with my trench shovel there. Which they actually did in World War I. They would sharpen their shovels so they were like axes. And then I go flying through the air. As the game decides that's enough, and kills me with artillery. New killing machines, like the tank, changed the shape of the war overnight. Luckily, they were mostly on our side. Mostly. Our boys in the church are overrun. We need to push through. I think the parts in the tank are pretty cool. And these tanks remind me a lot of the Warhammer tanks. And I think the Warhammer ones are based on pretty much World War I technology. So he said they're moving from the trenches. Use that machine gun to mow them down. But it reminds me just because it has these like side turrets all over it and the main cannon, and that's kind of how the Lehman Russ tank is in Warhammer 40k. Man, the graphics in this game are pretty awesome. Oh, I just noticed that guy like sitting there like not knowing what to do. I didn't even see him before. So there's if you got a clear shot in that blasted himself out on her hull. So these are pretty end of the war battle tanks, but early on, that one just exploded in front of us. But early on, the first ones were literally just tractors that they put some armor plates on to help them against machine gun fire, and just ran them through the barbed wire to clear the way. So that was the end of Richard Foster. Artillery took it out. Instead of adventure, we found fear, and in war, the only true equalizer is death. So there's mustard gas coming in. That guy just banded him into the ground. He just killed him and buried him in one fell swoop. And when you have the gas mask on, you can't aim with your rifle. Like, you can't zoom in. So an airship is coming down. Let me see if I actually see that. I think I'm looking for it. There it is. A big fireball coming down in the distance. Oh, I was going for a melee king. But there's Homer King. Stephen King's ancestor. Oh, there's a good shot of the Zeppelin going down there. Boom, a big fireball. Push them back. I always like bolt action rifles in games, like World War II games. I always like using the car, or the Mosin-Nagant, or the Enfield. I don't know why they made those flamethrower guys super tough. They're like completely bulletproof unless you hit their tank. So like I said, this game kind of plays like a World War II game. There's Woodrow, Halifax, but in a World War I setting, but it's still really enjoyable. And here, even though I swear I'm on site, I don't get any of them. And that guy did like a backflip. And then I think this is pretty much the end of the playable part of the introduction. They push, we push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that light breaks through the clouds. So the world beyond the war glimmers. Just out of reach. So those guys kind of squared off and didn't fight each other. The war is the world, and the world is the war. Behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people. We are the jaded, and we are the naive. We are the honorable and the criminal. We are the bound for legend, and we are the lost to history. We are the knights of the sky, the ghosts in the desert, and the rats in the mud. These are our stories. Okay, so that's the intro, and then we'll play a little bit of the next mission as well. listen, son, you find forward and reverse when you're told, and you'll do alright. Grab those, would you? And come and meet Big Bess, woman of your dreams. Here's the tank he's been assigned to. Found our new driver, boys. This part kind of reminds me of the movie Fury, since that was about a World War II tank crew, and a new guy getting assigned to it. Ah, bloody, whoa, 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 no, 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 don't swear. She does not like it when you swear. You ain't done this before. I think his name is Finch. Mind your business, McManus. Listen, don't worry. She'll look after you, yeah? Alright, boys. This is the big one. Our orders are to punch through the German line, destroying artillery positions as we go. Finch. Yes, sir. That's cool. You gotta crank that lever and get the engine going. Reminds me of that scene in Titanic. After that, we'll advance on the French town of Cambrai, where I've been assured there is wine, women, and song, so you should enjoy this. McManus won't. Jesus, are we in safe hands or what, boys? Alright, McManus. Remember, boys, do your jobs. Take care of each other, and Big Bess will take care of you. May the Lord have mercy on our souls. We'll get through this together, right, Edwards? Right, sir. Pull ahead, driver. Those tanks are pretty cool. just missed, but I didn't miss a second time. That guy hit me. I took out the crew. But the gun's not having it. Trying to fall back now. We captured the objective. Somebody got back on that. Got a direct hit that time. There's one way out there. Got it. Those German guys still trying to conquer this place. Everyone else was retreating, but he was pushing ahead. Getting better at judging how far you have to arc it in, how much higher above you have to aim. Well, that one's still good. Here we go. That guy's just a boss over there on the right. Look at me, just taking out everybody. Don't even have to worry about that. Looks like they got another field piece in there. I think two. Blow up its little shack that it was hiding in. And then there we go. See, I told you that guy to the right was a boss. Oh, we took a hit. We have to take Baron's Crossing. Stay focused, boys. Don't mess with the pigeon, Pritchard. It's our only link back to HQ. Edwards, how about you? You need a drink to steady your hands. Okay, here's the German tank now. Real boxy looking thing. Let me know which tank you think looks cooler. This little fortress on wheels, or the one that we're riding in, which is all track. Those ones' guns are kind of just poking out of its little fortress, and these ones are set out on their own little side, swivel-mounted type things. But I finally win that little duel with 45 health left. So barely. That guy is behind some invincible sandbags. I do a little bit more repair on my tank. Great work, lads. Time to move on. And just in time, because an artillery barrage comes down. Leaves me with 32 health. Throttle's dead, can't move her. Finch, I need you out there to take a look. Edwards, get on and lend him a hand. So we have to go outside and fix it by hitting it with a hammer a couple times. Edwards, you good? Yes, mate. You sure? Nah, not too sure. Finch, get us moving. That's Finch on the ground, so that's not good. Finch is gone. So you have to learn how to do some quick mechanic work. But luckily, like I said, it's just hitting it with a hammer a few times. And using that to screw a bolt on this grate. And that's all it is. We get back in this little hatch here, and away we go. It's like that artillery barrage didn't even happen. was just one guy lighting me up back here for no reason. Thought he was gonna take out the tank with his machine gun. Do I take out this bunker here? There we go. Boom, look at that explosion. Man, something went right there. Got that one guy. Blew him out of his trench. Let's go over that guy. Ain't got time for him. Oh, he's throwing an anti-tank grenade cluster type thing. There's another German tank closing in on us. But this one is just not in a good position. I think it has machine guns on all sides, but only a cannon facing forward. Yeah, right there in front. But this driver is just freaking out. And look here, even like kinda goes over on his side, and then I get him. So he was just freaking out. Get that bunker. Sure, it's full of machine gun nests. Don't trust that little wheel cart there. Got lots of machine guns on the other side. And I think that's something. Not sure, but turns out not to be. There's another cannon to the left of this bridge that I'll notice eventually. There it is. Do I get it right through there? Yep. Germans are holding on to this bridge as best they can. Then we hit another patch of mud here. Before going through that, take out everything I can first. Here we hit the rough patch. Can't get any traction. And then I take out that whole squad, but no traction, so I can't move her. Come on, man. Pritchard, pitch in. Are you out of your mind? You're gonna get us all killed. Edward's behind you. And he shoots and misses. And it ricochets. And then hits the guy with the pigeon. Edwards, grab the pigeon. Don't do it. Grab that pigeon. It's suicide. You're gonna get us blown to bits. It's the only chance we got, McManus. Edwards, grab the pigeon. Don't do it. Don't listen to that man. Release that pigeon now and you'll kill us all, but Edwards, that's shovels and rifle butts. Comes down right on him. It's been nice serving with you lads. And then boom, boom, boom. And miraculously, they're unscathed. It wasn't a direct hit, but all around them. Looks like that guy got hurt. You have the luck of the devil, Townsend. Is that right? All we've got here is blind orders and chance. Which will do first for us. I'm sick of your lip, McManus. Aye, aye, sir. Edwards, start her up, sir. Look you. Crank start it. Fuel line's backing up. Oh, Big Bess, give us a break. Give us a break.